Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making buns, bread buns, similar to brioche, a little bit different. You can use them for your favorite burgers or any kind of stuffing that you like. Simple, complicated, whatever you like to eat with buns. Okay, here I'm going to start making the tangzhong, which is going to act as um, like an elevator for the dough. So this is going to be a really good thing for the dough. It's going to make it smooth. It's going to make it um, pliable. It's going to make it sticking together. Like it's just everything that you're looking to level up your dough. I have some flour. I added some milk and water to it, and then I turn off the stove. And you want to whisk. This is not going to take long. It's like 20 seconds to 30 seconds maximum. And it's going to come together. As soon as it all comes together and clumps as one piece, then we are going to turn off the stove. And do not burn it. Do not go anywhere. You want to be there right next to it. And you don't want to overcook it as well. So like literally, as I say, it's under a minute. And then after this, we are going to just transfer it to a bowl and wait for it to cool down before we start using it into the dough. So that is why I started with it. You need to make this one first thing before you do anything else. Okay, here we have the ingredients, our tangzhong. After it's cooled, we have flour. This is bread flour, butter, and the tangzhong that we made. Okay, after it's cooled, as I said, I have one egg, one whole egg, and one egg yolk, and sugar. Now let's talk milk. So you can use water, but milk is better. It's just going to make the dough richer. I use a thermometer and to check the temperature, and it should be around 30 degrees. But if you don't have a thermometer, you just want the milk to be warm, not hot, warm that you can touch it actually. Okay, now here you are going to add a little bit of yeast. You can use dry yeast, you can use active yeast, and you can use instant yeast. If you're using the active yeast, you need to to make sure to do the calculation of how much you use actually. Okay, I'm adding sugar to feed my yeast, and because this bread as well, or these rolls and buns, they are a little bit sweeter, like on the sweeter side. You just have like a hint of sweetness, like how you eat those buns in restaurants. Okay, I'm mixing everything together. I'm gonna let it sit just for like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes actually. Okay, if you're sure about your yeast, then you don't need to wait. Now let's talk about the flour. It's bread flour because it's higher in protein, and that means it's going to be higher in gluten as well, which what we need for this type of bread. You can definitely use all-purpose flour, but I believe that the result is going to be a little bit different. This is so much easier. You wanna have that kind of bready like texture on the inside of the buns. I'm adding a pinch of salt here, of course. Okay, and then I'm going to add the eggs to the yeast mixture because now it's ready, like start bubbling up a little bit, and that is what we want. But as I said, if you're sure about your yeast, you have used it many times, you know it's new, then you can just go ahead and use it straight away. You don't need to wait. Okay, I'm going to whisk everything together here just to incorporate the ingredients a little bit and to make my life easier and your life easier as well. Okay, and now I'm going to add the tangzhong to um, the flour. Don't worry, it's once we start like kneading, it's going to be distributed in the whole of the dough, and it's going to stick all of the dough together. Okay, adding the yeast and eggs mixture, and we're not going to add the butter now. You'll see when are we going to add the butter. Okay, once I did my cleanup, now I'm just going to start kneading it straight away. If you have a stand mixer, use that because this bread needs a lot of kneading, but it's worth it. Okay, once the dough comes together, like you need, let's say for like 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then just came together, then you are going to add the butter here. And you want to really go into this dough if you're using your hand to distribute the butter very well. And you can see once the butter starts like getting incorporated into the dough, then you will notice that your hands are getting cleaner. So the more you need, the cleaner your hands will be, the smoother your dough will be. So transfer the dough to your workstation and just continue kneading. Knead as much as you can. I would say somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes. And you can see my hands are clean. I did not wash them, I didn't do anything. I was just kneading. Okay, this is the magic of the butter. Okay, once you're happy with the dough and it's getting smoother and like oh, you're just like you think this is what you can do, like this is all of your strength here gone, then you're going to transfer the dough into oil bowl, and you can see this is the test that I did with the dough. If you like poke it and it bounced back, then it's ready. Okay, you cover it, and now this dough needs to sit for a really long time. Like at least I would say an hour. I think I went here for an hour and a half, but if you're in a cold area, to go for more than that. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. The longer you leave it, the better it is. So you can make it in the morning, leave it, and come for it. But you can see how it's risen, it's doubled in size. It's just really nice dough now. Okay, now transfer the dough again to your workstation and roll it into a cylinder kind of like shape, so you can actually cut it um, like in similar sizes, because now we're going to shape the buns itself. So uh, I cut the whole dough into 6 buns because I was like looking to make them into a little bit of a bigger size. And now you're going to take like every edge and fold it into each other into the center, so you can start creating the bun. Now we start rolling. So using your finger, you're going to roll like kind of pull the dough towards you and then roll it, pull and roll till you shape the a smooth ball. This is what we're looking for, and because we want the whole thing to be like in a bowl even from down under there, so it's not cracking, it's like a nice shape, it's a smooth thing. Okay, now after you finish rolling all of your balls, you are going to cover them again and wait for another 30 minutes at least before you put them into the oven. So, as I say, it's a long process, but it's definitely worth it. They're amazing. Okay, now I'm going to brush the top with a mixture of an egg and like a little bit of milk, and just brush the top, and you put them into an oven that is preheated to 190 degrees for at least 15 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes, I would say. This is like the range, and here you have them. Really nice, amazing buns that they will make your house smell amazing, and they will push you to make some burgers. If you like this recipe, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.